Amori mateklo nen Wan Luo television na miero kwane kar mi jolin kaneno yup milo kange moching mana yup mabino borin ting bale ne weching abich chaka chawario mo tieno kawanuyo lo kange mo kwana wa tieno ni dayo diko mameke mani yurune chawachil mo diko entoka ngwa chaka neno ya mudir ka wadiwiche no mete kore tini chi abich nenbe piari wi abichel medremi abichel bene imwaga alivario piari wi abichel.
At least the one thing for now we can all agree on is the soap to use. He likes that it's big and lasts long.
Anti-economy.
I like that it keeps my skin smooth. Ate alina echovu. And the children like that. It smells amazing. Everyone is happy. Movit soap comes in 4 fantastic flavors. Movit family soap is truly soap for the whole family.
Movit. All day confidence.
Dul palotela maya chuli kicheko gin me bed kikit mati kidong luor lubai kar metela e yup moti metino goro tel mapol man angija menyamo tam kidong lega otime Gulu City.
A difficult but necessary question. As leaders, why does northern Uganda still lag behind?
Kadong yup mapao ya biro me Bride and Groom Expo tinu yape uma multipurpose hall lugoke Kampala obobero ni chake tini ni uwe ching chabit yup chake chawario mo diko katum chawario mo tieno. Kawadire Gulu City ludira mayot kom gole lot me gai kwan man primary magati Gulu City nigo chak met wo ngej makimi kom lutino kwan ni yo mejo konya pa kwirito jonyo wakelo ni kom to man ka chile chaka wakikin lutino matino danwe obeke ngej maromo ikom kwirito jonyo inge wel lutino magati kituo jonyo mati ko kituo jonyo meta melo dit na dit matika dolo komiyo yat man yalla din bo lutino magi e ot yat madit me Gulu wene mono tike luoro matek ni lutino mapol payagati no ngej maromo ikom gengo nya pato jonyo katekiti gai kwan endo lego ni mono itute melo ni kom to man ke chak mi ngej man gai kwan ke medro ma ke mi ke poni kom lutino man ikom kwirito jonyo weke lutino mapol ko be ngej matut ma obokonyo piny duoko piny romenya en pa kwirito jonyo kendano magiti Gulu City ke lutino wakelo diro weng dano we ngej marom weke meta mera ke lwenyi ikom kwirini enem wanen kong report make bero do kibot Ismail Jacob Jones eno logo kelo dero ilokom ngech ikom kwirito jonyo
lok manu kati nge ko mu kati ke bolo dian malo lokom yotkom e clinics me STI ki prep atiat madiet me Gulu Regional Referral Hospital Christian Akuya mati assistant medical officer e STI prep clinics atiat madiet me Gulu o kokni meno wellu tiana maginok pitituo jonyo romo beru la piny tutwal kache nen gai kwan pere gimiyo fony ikom kiet me gwaka ikom tuo jonyo.
Schools should be conducted by senior women teachers, whereby all the girls and the boys equally they are affected cadres that they need to be educated. They should teach them about sexual reproductive health. They should know how HIV is being gotten and how it can be prevented. So without that much as we are fighting for HIV infection among any other categories who are at risk, the school children and students, even at university levels, they are being excluded. That sexual reproductive health education should be given to them.
Akuya wajeni meno lutiano mapol gitika medeki nongo kwiti tuo jonyo piani ngej meno pegi tika nonem ki gai kwan.
We have adolescent young girls and boys who are in primary, who are in secondary, even in other higher institutions, who really deserve to be given information on sexual reproductive health. These are the clients who are at risk of acquiring HIV infection if they are not told, if they are not educated. So, for us to fight HIV, to have zero infection, schools should accept that health education be conducted either by health service providers or by senior women teachers at different schools.
And a senior woman teacher, Megang Kwan Gulu Public Primary School, Auma Winifred, o wajani gang kwan man, gitiga mi uponye mo ken kelutinum.
Wafonyo gi kiet mamiara, bukwake kere ki kumtuo jonyo. Kache dong da tien ma che gwako beru ki kumarach, no dong ki nywale ki tuo jonyo. Wafonye bene kiet mamiara umete katiki yate kere, weke kwone ubed mabe. Kidong da tien ma furi peo no tuo jonyo, wafonyo gi kitamiar bukwake kere, buwek wot iti wo, buwek beru karwate kilu tiana wube, mano weko kilu chwin mimiri, kikit me ruok gibene, wawachi gini ruok bene, weko yuayo gin marachi kumgi, chi wanywako tam ene kilu tiano gin bene giwajo, peko mamegi, malupegi kwo, chi uweko lutiana nyera wa, itie ka kwan mabe, ma gukero chwingi cases me drop out. Tie manok tutwal be tie mapol.
Kitung chel Edward Udong, senior male teacher me Gulu Public Primary School, otero ponya ngoma pol kar gimiyo kilutiano cho, e kar me kwan.
Tuo me rwate buorwe. Be watiete gini na. Un kare u me rwate buorwe buorwe. Put pe romo. Tien en in tu ripe lokwe cher lokwe me venture me te lo me buorwe. Kelu tuo ma pol ma pa pe tuo me. Tuo jonyo ke kan. Tuo ma mo non sexual transmitted disease no STI. Romo makio ka in ngo don chon i lok mo be bu tuo jonyo bene tiki ken tuo chan nyaji bene tiki ken mo ai rom bale wa nyima megyo.
Valeria Amon mati senior woman teacher me Christ Church Primary School mati ba degelebi division Igulu City otero kwena mena magemiyum kilutiana nyera.
Wan wa penyo lutiana nyera. Ka ging'eyo la nyut pa ng'ato tie ka tuo jonyo. Tipod kar gin kapi kere. Ni la nyut pa ng'ato tuo jonyo mukene tie a onya pum. Mukene tie a ona ma ri tinaka ma pechang. Kidong majwu ka mar boyo ng'ar mani tere. Kineno kira ngar mane no ngo doge chako gwel kere cham ma umiel cham no ngo chako doko wi no doge pe miero cham to twal kawa agi kenyo waneno kira tuo ni kobo kere kindam chigien be ging'eyo pole.
And loloj mi gangi kwan mo kene gukok ikom lo nyor ni gen pol kara pegi weko lutiano gi ng'eyom kache gitika kwo kikwiti tuo jonyo unyo kum. Uto Lami Lamex Matia assistant male teacher me gang kwan Christ Church Primary School otiene meno gin gitero lok mi yot kum chalo kwana mapire tek kilutiano matinum.
Kenyo wa loko lokombo jimma yelu wili tiano ki wa loko lokombo tuo man me jonyo madong tie weekend dan mapol chiwa beru ka lokone bomo ko ma chegu tutwane per mina wubi beru ka budu ko ma ta nyula cho budu ko ma ta ci teriyo ki jollo jemmi ter yino ka ngo ka beru kila cho eno ci kala cho eno ko me le kapedong gumo wanga in bede bed makumde
Malo peki report ma department malo lokum yor kum go katikere i kom dano ma gitiki kwidi tuo jonyo ni chako de ma chel ni o de ma deke mwaka man wajo ni lutiano ma mwago chake jer o ya bongwen ma gitiki tuo man ubero mia rio ki piera rio kona gobe mia chel ka chel ki lutiana nyera mia chiel ka pap ya bungwen kalo tiena mago chaka pa o pap ya ngwen uberu ko mia reo ke piera bero bungwen a ube mia chiel ke piera ngwen ka nyera mia chiel ke piera dek ya bikadong lo tiena mago chaka pa ya bijo a para bungwen uberu ko mia bit ke piera bungwen ya bero kondo tiena ubo bero mia reo ke piera bichel ka nyera mia dek ke piera dek ya bero Ismail Jacob Jones pi Wan Luo Television Igulu City.
Dano alip ki alip magiti beru kaberu make wero man ngome gwako bunga kiluni Forest Reserve Matia Moro District Nyange ne peki biriemo gen ento ki vijiyo kirani wako beti kero me konyo bene gwako yupo no gamento kati kwere me gwako kaberu mane obera li ulu mkibengenen ke piero yen mapol wake gwako kaberu marumwa. Report man nyong ngej man kimieni wakabot gankal me pi kaberu marumwa Uganda ikarma karachake dana magiti beru ikin sub-county mapol mati jolo kaberu makilwani Mono Forest Reserve shalawa ikeyo olual godgweno kila kidong wicheri la bala meri kaberu makini mati ya moro kama gamento chimune umiro bedbua wake gwa kabua mapol mati lobuni enim ikachoke man Christopher Nyero beruti ye kono kinying Wan Luo Television wanen kong kibotan kawaduchen wamete kore ke yup meloga ngemo chwin. Mwaka mapol dan magitika bede area magikero me pieto Buaman Forest Reserve ono pegeniang kama nyimgiti ye piani mono jangamente man National Forestry Authority NFAO machek ono pol kara bedo kalok ni mono ngomi dano aye woko dok bene kinen kit metiche ne ikabere makitmen wake gwak bunga obed mabe. And today Karaman winnie manyan matikin ganka me pi kabir marumwa kidul makiluni Green Environment Forestry Company obokelo aloga. Project man kite robot dano magiti pogo la mogi guruguru pabo amoro pabo town council kia amoro district gibiti kachele gamete mitadero wakiti meneni kwa padano magiti area meno kono giti ke dano igune bene me gwako buwa ke bene peto yen moken mapola ta mabo konyo gwako dero cham kidong bene gwako kaberu marumwa. Ikachoke Lieutenant General Charles Otema Wanyayo Luo mati Commander me Reserve Forces kidong lumon machon en weje mapol ti American kiriye tale kin lutela kilwak mekin gang kidong MP se lokoma nyim paka beru makerni bunga kitman kidong pidano magiberi ye. Ilok mamege bot lutela maika beru man General Tema owe gamente pe yatike yup meken meria madana magiti beru I Forest Reserve kama nyongome bunga ento umergitike mabe wakien bene guchak peto yen kabene kilwen nikumje mken walagalak me pin kuno giti kikuire mwa imwanyi maginta muni romokelu aloga.
Tik. Bimala piera leo. Urunere gito gipiero. Magu no guto jogu ti ko maro muni jaman per ne mala piera ngwene neki. Lojo ma wesere petroleo uchung kinyen kamne. Chene ma jume wesere petroleo gino wego gamente gi tie patek company we were by day kuno we gangwan we je mapola ta ayana ne denge la chen bobino jume koboko bomi yingom uja kwa kuno
Michael Oja mati range manager meko malmelo Uganda igankal NMP kabir marumwa owen mormer pikeriem dan enikiti kedan eganime gwako yen pienungu beringomel makar mwa piara beach kageriem gino kabergi Michael pere omiero lwako berikit mati go gwak bunga ayema be.
Transparency. I also want to clarify something about land title. I think many people ask about that. I think my brother, that is a slip of tongue. What we do in the forest reserve is we give you a license. A license is only equivalent of land title. Because if you are given license for 25 years or 50 years, and it is renewable, upon your good contact on that land, Because you remember, he was asking the other chairperson that whether two land can have title. Two land title. And then most of you who sold land to people in the forest reserve have come for land title, but they are refused because you cannot get title.
Mekawang Green Environment Forestry Company la petien manye Edward Atiko owaini mono mire pala ketli me yup mantini mon kitiki company man konyo lokom pito yen pito mwanye ki pur mwanye ben ki benen kitiyu matek iya gikine kinen dano no konyi kingang ni woki yup makit man. Lumemba Mayot Mokotek Pedano Mayamoro District Man Anthony Akol Mekilak North Kidong MP Mekilak South Gilbert Olanego Yub Man Ki Yum Chuny Matek Go Wedano Mierguti Pieni Mon Kar Mukarangej Yub Makit Man Temene Ponya Nyige
Area Mina Bara Witiri God Guero Kasi Wikeyu Gokuya Omega Gil Omega Gilmumi Ami support na machine mi wuju lene ngara mo pere magi riemo gi ngome o be beri ngome ke yu mor jode eni magi tiga furu ko ri kofri do ko mi yo ko ri kofri gi joma ti ngom erori were ke piero kofi per morani per bonani per ay nyugini ere kofri erori mi ko do in pibe ay jero ko mo log le lo yo mutunya o wa wa ene kin ma wa mat kabiyare down to Kadwani. Ngompe kamete.
Kache project man chake gen polotela ke lwak winyi tieni mon mergiti ki nera chile ke gwak kabiru marumwa dan gunong beni yoko en kikom magini woke kikom ngoma chile ni woke petro yen moken ki metne kidong pur manyi wektente oberi ching danon. Pe Wan Luo television e yup meloga ngemo chuin Kia Moro district Christopher Nyewa. Dulmo matika miyo konye lokom gwako leo kichoko yugi makiloni Global Forum for Development Uganda Gloford yo machek gote karotingi winyi mwagade kilotela megulu city lokom choko yugi bene gwako leo en pa city mani ikin jima Gloford go timati ye miyo ponye badana ke bene dulmo kena mageti biachara me choko yugi miyo limden matino tien milo kere me choko yugi no miyo tidbod bulu ilokom choko yugi gwako leo paka area mani Irene Chan Matila Dit Matika Doro Tichite Gloford Man Uganda Owani morning mwagade kibenen kitimo jima pola kwenye mantiki city mapola paki gulu ti ye bene lira city soroti kidong en gulu city enom Patrick Gwang Machi Principal Health Officer manalo kom kabiru marum wa gulu city Owani mono pia tekne mono winye mano kila laga ilokom gwako leo kidong joko yugi David Magere ti kilok maubiro doge
Gloford dul ma pe jenge kum gamente dok nero getie kid me logo yugi me dogo gin ma pere tek totual i yopi magiluoni wealth from west kono kutiro miyo nero manyen bol wak ma papat me gulu city lutela me local government lo kwan yugi ma papat gi lutadere kom kid ma giromo logo kwe yugi ma tika nor gulu city ma tek totual o dok gin ma pere tek noni chabet achiela ngej kono Wan Luo TV o miyo report ni meno lok mi yugi tika miro lim ma pol totual gulu city mo weko no miro teno korbetie kin city local government ki dun ma papat mo weko neno meno katika kare Irene Achan mati partnership manager i Gloford kono oterne kitika tiki bulu makaru miachel i city sadek melira soroti ki gulu e kom neno melwenye kom yugi
Jameti biachara ina chala wano tutimo berme gwako kanurumu wa environmental protection ento wano ngeoni environment tiekere jama kola me wano kweru ngi ye kayini gwako kwenurumi itich kere ngoa me tikere riaha itikere no meti yuchene kuniti gwako obero gina pirete so wana charo Gloford utich kere uli kere jo atimu businesses uloni enterprise jo ana metie particularly tia kwa nyugi utela ko gini beru ginara mechene tiye jo ametia tich kere yugi me ichu meti fertilizer nyugina me wano konyo meti mupor bere tich kere jama metingo organic pena mobero ena me joti ukere gina da habalo lobo wae etu no beru gina metier ichema wano timi passiono eno joke ne tia timu koko bidano ye hutigo etu no tia tikere papa wano bola ni ene gin lo do ho gina ora mechene ti ye ngato ke ken na me ena me ya ka te wot choku
En beno. Otero pig tielo kubulu mapapa di kumje magitimo machalo mio lim, magidena. Samuel Davis, Matthew ki dul magiluoni, Ward and Dad, man dul ma agi Netherlands, kon giteno kwat ki Gloford kono, o nyuru ne, kono tirni, gimeri gi yab wang luak ma poli kum kid melwenye kum yugi.
Is a goal that people have not discovered. Time immemorial in Uganda, nobody would think that one could earn a living and employ others from the concept of managing waste. That's number one. Number two, you find that waste is available because of the traditional setting of our country. People still transport farm produce with all the waste with it. So this is something that the sources are available. The people are still unemployed. They can do some work there. And three, it gives us a cleaner city and a cleaner community. So my passion is still that maybe 2, 3, 4, 5 years from now, we shall have a waste-free world.
What is the status of people's understanding? People that include government, includes locals, just the general society understanding of waste management. Is it really there or is it still wanting?
Personally, I think the issue of waste is not lack of information, is not lack of knowledge, it's an attitude issue. Somebody will drink water from a plastic bottle. That person knows very well this bottle is dangerous for the soil. But because of the bad attitude we have towards our society, towards our country, he will choose to trash it, to throw it out of the window.
None Patrick Ogwang, Mathieu, Principal Health Officer in charge of Environment. Narmangio kaberimurum wakileme ye, charniki wainiki charo yenyo, kupe mo madondo, kitimu kweri kumpero mi yugi.
So we have done a lot, but I think we need to change now the direction. From having the clean city, change the waste now into a resource. Through this project, RFCA, this project has provided financial support to a number of individuals and also groups, and also has provided also an opportunity to some of our youth that we have within the country. So this is not a new project. It's already a project that has already been with us for quite some time. And we appreciate them for giving this kind of support.
En koro tero bene pero me chente futie ma merni mergi tiel ko menene ge luenye kom yugi.
What would also still be there, I think probably the aspect of the interest, probably at the end of the day when we are going to have a discussion. I think the challenge, because you know most of our people here, the garbage the waste collectors, these people are very interested in waste collection. Including recycling, but I think the aspect of financing, the interest, I think probably not quite favorable. Because this scheme again also connected with financial institutions.
Noni Ambrose Honoria mati RCC mo berwela wari yob meno kono, wai ni lok mi yuge mergite loke we council ki mi presentation, la lwak ma pol wango yape, ma ikin giti yelo tela.
Today I'm asking, let's just see, where is the problem? The problem is, one, I want us first of all to take this thing to council. I want you to make a presentation in a city council meeting for everybody to identify and appreciate what is happening in Kulu City. That is phase number one. In the council, let people come to understand that what you are doing.
En koro wani pol ka joma gilwani kum yugi matek machalo duno peje kum gamente ni. Joma pol pengeo gi makagi yar ka kare. Miyo tich bero matek kachiel.
You know, people will not talk about the small guys who really know how to handle the weapon. The thing is that he's a moral booster. He said, let's go, let's go, let's go, let's go. Move this side, move. But the real guys who are actually firing, nobody knows them. And nobody will know them. And you are the guys actually. You get that? So, once you are the people who are shooting, once in a while, when this is celebration, be part of it. Let everyone know when you talk about this other organization like Oktoberfest. I mean, why would the city not have given you a free table and a tent? You would come with your tent, but just what would we lose as a city? Because we are telling the people have come from Germany and we are telling them this is the cleanest city in East Africa, and we want them to take that knowledge and information to other parts of the country.
ino achan kono beno tero pelim den magen gitimio ni vulu mapapa di group mapapa gi fonye magemio patika ilo nero padani kom yuge wa joma pol dungu jolo lok mi yuge machalo gin makelo chente ichagi
gite punyelwa ma de kero ber me mi yugi actually loan kado waro neno yi ti interested in loan ni umiyo percent interest apart again ada umi kare me chulo to mi dwera de kom unwoni grace period no pot pay ti chulo akado idwe ma ngweneri ite timungo ite dong chulo kunu wano tiyo amonia kedi ni idwe idok chulo for the amount yene now tikere loan officer utikere business development manager gine na yeti directly responsible gino kana project tia timo ber maybe you bully down ngeyo ni itwaro kara no muchene yuga jone no bagber yugi gino kikena ini no edo yo itwaro no kola jogi na pere tegamente dang munyo ni chamit ni want to protecting mo kanu wa plastic same wan ber bola no jomo no abero rayo no eno kaje no tiu kere twano muchene yemo amachel mario loho kere entrepreneurs wa wan to mi yugi kanye ni mi un kule wane teach
lokangea i Wan Luo TV David Magere Igulu City. What are they doing? They have brought in something new. Okay, yeah, that's fine. Let's wait for him.
Dul palotela dini magiti kumal malobo Uganda gomi uluwa bolotela makayer genye ni ya juli mebero kia dai lokum tela bero ki buwane mataka ben guluo la chwech onyo guluo lo baka chike chako tela memwaka beach matika biena nyime lobo Uganda gen gubutero luwak matia chuli niyowe mwaka alibario ki piera deku ya chel Luo mano katikweretini kibot Bishop Melao Diocese man Bishop Alfred Doloa mauberuti yup mana ngija maki yubo pelotela magiti ko malmelo wa Uganda yupe otime Gulu City lega dongbena chama ngija mani jomo yubo aye Favor of God Ministries dokbena yup mano timete imwetni mono tela kia da kidong luoro lubam yup mano beruti otlega maki luoni mono House of Prayer for All Nations matia were sel ilaro peche division mati Gulu City okelo tel mapole keneti hotel mawebi hotel din kilo hotel takwaro magiti kaberu duju ilobo achole onen konket mayop man wor kweretini lokom yupo kit metela kiada ikomal melobo Uganda otiekere iyop melorange mawjin Igara matika log bolutela Bishop Alfred Olwa hoani molutela merkubeti ker mbir kinenu matut kona gitikitela magiter ko tiche mabete to aldok ni mon go wek lokum bir kit mati ayo bit guri metela manogin jale kere metich pedano magin telo ya dul mameki
A difficult but necessary question. As leaders, why does northern Uganda still lag behind in many development indicators, despite more than 2 decades of peace? The problem is not a lack of potential. Northern Uganda possesses some of the most fertile agricultural land.
Anawaini karibi ni mon gamente o karoli mapoli kumal melo Uganda pe mwaka mapol mo karangich loko magor metela kibene twin meno dan petikwere mati weko dan mapol forgiti chan yo watin Bishop do legal hotel me bere ki twin mati bere makibone dak ben giti yume nyor la bol mabe owani mondo tela mada ki kera loka bere kanen dok adwoke tela makwiri nen ki kumdano magiti kingang Anawaini kumal melobo Uganda tiki keyor madigital metimo biachar kinya elimpini mono ngom tima be mamoya tima be doktero cham bulu bena tima pol magiromo tich ento don kero mioro ake bolutela mano kiloko kilwaka gerwe dano dujume chunga chel ilokom nyaelo ne kidong tiyu chente
Northern Uganda possesses some of the most fertile agricultural land in East Africa. We have some of the most hard-working people sitting side by side, some of the lazy people. We have rich cultural values. We have strategic geographical advantages. And we have a young and energetic population.
Loke yuba chile bene Minister Pikop Meko Malo Melobo Uganda Beatrice Akelo Akorio Paramatek Bishop Lwa Pemiyo Okori Madit Bolutela Weko Bet Kichwin Mada Kitela Makwiri Kachegitiyo Pilwak. Minister Akori bene Paramatek Orlega Pibiri Kermen Nge Konyo Ko Gamente Ikero Yubitich Keneti Lo Komponye Yot Kom Don Lobo Kedong bene Yupo Kidano Weko Bedano Makidgati.
Thank you so much for supporting government. We are so grateful as government. I would like to appreciate the role being played by Favor of God Ministries for your partnership with government in the following areas. That is trauma counseling, portable Bible schools, FM radio, which is sensitizing our community, our masses about government programs, women empowerment programs, drinking of water to our community, village learning centers, fair of schools.
On Gomelsia Beach Momoro District Andrew Wokoto Bibi Owani Molo Telemekin Gang Tiki Chwin Metit Kachila Kobuti Ben Mechubo Miri Padano Pien Tutuale Pigin Mapurgicha Hotela Chare Mwagani Eni Mahabit Metika Birin Mkachotum Ala Madito Beru Kanen.
For this wonderful prayers for us. We listened to all the prayers from the different bishops and the pastors. But what caught my attention, there are two things that caught my attention. The first one was from the bishop from Lira Diocese. Professor is out.
Ketungchel Miriam Agiko Gena Mati Administrator Nyulado Teach Favor of God Ministry Owani Moro Gure Palega Nyobene Mujmalega Manu Berutie Pilokom Kitmate Kilur Luba Dr. Taylor Omier Gute Mujmanu again Mapere Takochwal Wakineni Agikine Oloro Kitmetela Ikomalo.
This prayer breakfast is to enable our leaders align to walk in the purposes of God. The Bible tells us in the book of 1 Timothy chapter 2 and say, pray for your leaders that you may lead a quiet and a peaceful life. We believe that through this prayer breakfast that her leaders have come.
Ikian welo madong magoberutie Yupman Ayobero Ambassador Dr. Laro Tunu Ruot Martin Otia Tuka to Yai Mario Milamugi Lakonko Mainti Lakonko La Wirudi Melo Majuli Kedong Bene La Lokpake Kwar Majuli Man Okelo Kuna Goberutie Yupni Ene Pale Lorange Mochwin e Wan Luo Television Christopher Nyero Igulu City. Kawachero ila ulutelemaya padungu tiyo chako poko wako kweri magamento miyo ni walkabout office for president nyi kweri ali piara bichu ya rio miya deke piara uya bira mabokone dokpachi mapola ta magiti district achelki municipality weki med malo rome pu kedewini guakodero chama oromo weki kony kuwa padano magiti kumalume lobu Uganda. Ikarma yar yup mani achake mi chabite ni jima pol makilogo jimi jingo kerpalo pu weko chakbir kineno mken mapat kinene pu we biachara weke neni okelo beneli meeting dano magitilo ni ene apacho no nyi kwere ketma wari kwere ali piara bichu yario miya dek ke piara rio ya biro just by gwel take a report.
Query kidema tume pier bich wiarie mi adeki piario abiro ename apa disi ko berke karame nuongoi bod gamente man me apo bor tedere yuwa me kono gamento kato kere me poki o tedere query magi me kono apa disi ko bin berke karame nuongoi ni ndwa ngwen me duma bich mo hani kono ento tela ma apa disi pete berke kare me poko bor tedere kitame nu tedere diunge o kere ko o tewe ko tedere berke kare me chako ko kato kere ko ko tela ma apa disi ni manu en ba jomagi tikere chunyu kene migi peti mit berke kare me poko query magi beti jokene me kono bero district production officer ma pach en koni chonki lo kere otela ma pach district yuwa me kono no ti yu lo yo tela akwa ko kom query magi en kono bino tiro tien ko bango omeo poko query mago bino gale.
We delayed issuing this hose when we received the first batch because we didn't know who should be given first and who should wait. we had to wait until we received everything. The hose were delivered in 2 batches. The first batch was in May, 4th of May, 2026. Then the second batch we received on 5th of June, 2026. In total, we received 52,327 pieces of hand hose, what we commonly call adema. And the hand hose have been issued to us according to the number of households in the 2024 census data.
Gulu division, 3,257. Then Akere division, we have 2,601. Arocha division is expected to receive 3,654 NOs. Then Atik division, 2,180 NOs. Kokoro sub-county, we have 5,109. Kokoro town council, we have a total of 1,276 households. And then Apoi sub-county, we have a total household of 6,368. And those are the expected number of NOs that will also go to Apoi. Ibuje sub-county, we have a total number of households of 8,449. Ibuje town council, we have a total of 2,648. We have a patch sub-county with a total of 6,596 households. And with Chegere sub-county, we have a total number of households of 6,192. Teboke sub-county, we have a total household of 3,997, and that is the equivalent number of NOs that will also be moving to Teboke.
Tomorrow, let's have a patch municipality as a priority in everything. Like we are seeing here, we are about 11,692 households, of which I look at it as undervaluation. Right now, we might be around 15,000. This is a data that was captured 2 years ago, and we are well aware that in the world or in Uganda there is always rural-urban migration. Now, if you were a little bit considerate, I would look at the national index, that the figure that we always migrate with from the rural area to the urban area, and then we would reduce from the sub-counties and you give us more at the municipality.
County level, I want to caution you this. There has been a tendency at the district level whereby any government property, the government officials, members actually, the same and necessary sub-county chief, you first start distribution on your own, then the rest you don't distribute to the members, to the community. Please, let's stop that one from today. Make sure that these all reach to the wananchi.
I am not blaming our people that they refuse to be counted. I am blaming the processes that UBOS did out the census. The processes of censoring, the population census, was done in a rush. I believe even the people who carry the census, some of them can stand on their 2 feet to testify that they cooked the data. There were people who waited for these people, the enumerators, to reach at their homes, which they never reached. But the data for the villages were taken back. Personally, I was counted because I'd put pressure. And because of the fear that I am the district speaker, I would talk something about them, they counted me. But some of my neighbors were not counted.
They want me to ngey you. Also the DMT sub-county, apart ke the data you post. Ngomi bela tera kape ngujo ameti area. So ana atu gami to moyo. Accurate data meti constituency. Mewe kao planning, miro planning abe. mane chani teacher want to carry miru mi nunga accurate information on yebo no do I flow of parliament ko ni opoyo kwara me wa eto this is the population served, this is the gap, and this is what we need for ngoti mo kitu te ko pekere that
already say and your deputy, you are the eyes of the president. And by the way, this Kisanja, the president has become tough, even to cabinet. Let me say that, to cabinet. My colleagues will confirm. He said, you cabinet, if you don't perform, if you don't work hard, I'll sack you. That was his message. And that is really serious.
And even the host, we are now passing a general communication. Let the whole get to the people. Don't be tempted. Let the Lord not lead you into temptation, but it's not even the Lord that leads us into temptation. You deliver yourself from evil. Do not be led into temptation. Let the host get to the people. Simple.
Wan Luo television, just like well, Iapa district.
Ikwania district Dharmatic walking all makaro piara bikuti no kon melela mame gime kono gen wot ke bene ko ni no duju we koloto ala beti mot melela pal pajomatic ngolo piara beti ni akibodul me OJ Care Foundation dunu mati soroti mabje kom gamendo dak bene miyo kon ni wokibot lure mame ki manche the love mati bene enite dul mo mati lobo America man state me Florida man kimiyo wen oberuti wel mechiling million mia kadek doki pogoloto o marakom sub county dujumati kwania district ngad modoro yup mane karme miyo moti yobed honorable Bob Bokaya mati MP mekwania North County endongti MP machon onen keyboard Solomon Nukabo
Ongwalo pira bich nono ameti district mekwania tieke yom chwiny iyongenu ngogalo ngwalo pocha duong bore mat kena wuma a member me parliament da ho mekwania kere guter Bobo Kai a member me parliament John mekwania North County erionget me OJ Care Foundation dula me pejiri kum governmente ameti boma soroti kun kubre kere chia the love ameti Florida ilob America enamomi ugali magi amotero million mia chiel keradek Julius Opoi tie team leader me OJ Care Foundation.
Allow me in a special way thank Honorable Kenny and Honorable Bob for knocking the door all the time. These two members of parliament were on my back every time. Last year we should have been here, but we couldn't make it because the demand need for wheelchairs is extremely huge. So I want to thank you so much for your lobbying skills. You know, without you, of course, these people will not be working today.
Kitame ngwalo nu kirigali magi pira tegni tela mekwania mirugera ka woto ngwalo kitame upoi tirukede.
The leadership of Kwania is here. Now that we have given these people mobility, we encourage you in one way or the other, ensure that these mobility devices are you provide accessible environment, ensure that the ramps are installed in your offices. Yes, because we don't want you to keep carrying them.
Moses Opio, Uchungkawang District Community Development Officer, DCDO mekwania. Ikarame miyugali magi.
Imwagalim mukarunien wano bero kare mewilo wheelchair achiel karachiel kede white kenda achiel eka utumiyo hoho pien achalo department chente wa duong petie chente wano nuo ame utiu karachiel kede obedo sector grant ametika million ariyo etuni wenyo unu welcome me dong mede kwayo nim iroma wuna pola papat kan uti unu kai kiridero uti unu kai kiri networks amoti unu karachiel kede mene ni mo unu kony ukelo unu pacho kan achalo honorable Bob kachkede honorable Keno timo
Nicholas Akwang Kwania District Principal Assistant Secretary Ochirungwala monu gali magi meti kede yorpore
gali da dobirumi kaya me nyoyo ko pin kucha iromo dang me yongatu yubi gar ka baragara moro yiri te tut kede dog chup kanoro yiri te beri wi gali ni ite chati gardi so ibe gali me wota uri nuo uru miru dang titi che me yorudon so gali ni miru konyi be wo worra me wo pukere chupu gina beshu eto peme uti yungo pemo to yubal.
Caesar Obada akony kor RDC Mekwania. Kire Nelson Salama Billy won compari NRM Mekwania. Kupo MP Uma. Kire Bubu Kae pichu pugale magi.
Ya yom menen ngati anenno. Bien yera ka yero danamir wot. Parliament kujenyo Kampala kucha tudu chenkan tutu ticha wanami. Mama. And then honorable Uma Keno to you.
America po Kenny. Ba na mi rutimwa. Medigu. Unity representing chair. Koi winya kane. Kadi weno ka poko ba. To munu pinga. Yona tike dang wallo.
Mat Kena Wuma, a member me parliament da Mekwania. Ochihere me duaro gala Paul. Etutime roche kwa mwalo.
Wheelchairs atino binoni yene. Pijo amepo nuo. Doho nuongogini. Oide ne yele kare moro dujumene no ni olobi wheelchairs da ho medo. Wheelchairs yene jo me sub county du Mekwania ti represented. Petri sub county moro keke na modong nono amepo doke wheelchairs.
Kanu atata anu mi opogara yo. Pier wan duju beno members na parliament. Endo bi wanu tiu kare chel wan nikeni. Wanu kubu ni gali apoki gomora araram.
Ongwalo mogo amolo kiri Wan Luo television. Ojolo gale magi kiri yom twin.
Ichawa ni adonga nuone. Anando ala adoge. Yen giworo no pe waye duda.
Kanu galapan wa tikwate tichande tikwabe mitu budwa kupwa bodio mumio wagali umakani kero kai bob
Amud pe Wan Luo television Solomon Okabo Ikwania district
Ke soroti lotalate kwaro magiti kumam kiloni kumam cultural heritage nyokuchi yo machek nguko tika elokor gimelweni komkwito juna kachele kono giti ke darma kengang weke makwo duju kachel Duleme Uganda AIDS Commission guberga nyakolwa kilo tela tekwa magiti eni soroti kuni yuboti metini yodiko gunyama jima pol medwako penye roma nyapa tujonyo ikindana magiti ilobo kumamguno. Dr. Peter Wakoba matingat maneo akibo dul me Uganda AIDS Commission wani mono pira tekningi rolo komdo tela tekwa haro wegeno kony loke dana matia duna meki wekoni yang tut kidong kaya mamerke betkure Melwen ikom kwiri tujonyo Michael Nyeti report.
Jotel metok me kumam diwokuni kumam cultural heritage enotiko beno ipuonyere apapat ikum kopa me makere karachiel kede da gengo nyai me kudling meda ajonyi okwa jotel meneno dabe kitama kino iyotel lug meneno be kipuonyo jogi ikabedre apapat dida omiyo jong'eno be ko metruo meslim podi ditieda iraj twatwal ibad metu teso soroti city ena podi da isula imege owuok di duong twatwal di percent mere tie tomon wi achiel iton ye karachiel kede da kanyaping
slightly over 1.5 people who are living with HIV and majority are women, and then the number of new infections about 37,000 every year. So we're having a pool of about 37 new infections every year. And that's where the problem is. And that's where we need to stop that. And then the AIDS-related deaths, about 20,000. But case in point, just note that more infections are in women than in men. Then as you go down, more men are dying than women. So if we think about it, and we all have roles and responsibilities. And you don't have to run to where church, whatever. Start from home. Start from home. Where you are. You have a role and responsibility. I don't know how it was here in Teso and how it is right now. For us, when we were growing up, a child was being looked after by a community.
The new HIV infections, you can see it's 209. Now, you will ask yourself, what could be contributing this kind of situation? When you look at, for example, Kabera Maido, 235. We did that financial year. So we can see those new infections. It's not a small number. Because 235, a bus carries how many passengers? About 67 or so. So, 2 buses, that is what?
Not for the weak, he told us. If people are fearing, then you should be in the forefront. Test. I said, no, you have tested. I know you have tested. Some of you tested. If I ask you, I don't want to ask you. You will say, me, I tested last week. Me, I tested the other week. That's okay. But you don't know your status. Because you tested, but the way you look, you know, my doctor, and you've been having sex.
Aso jotel meda wegi atekerin toto mera me obedo ministers kede wegi bukui enomiyo kachungogi diki wacho be ateteni tuo mesilim pod obedo peko da jopore yi kede.
So kuma kuro lingunu kuro ninunu odokunu dokonu yamu kede jowa mateker twatwal joa idwewa joa tino ikwaewa kuro linguna linga idwegi yoti okaribong kiai miere me jonywal liabu kutie ngato yai Kampala diko bino yamu kedi idwewan di wando na utitero karibong bala doko gimoro achie. No, these are our children. So we need to talk to them.
That's a dangerous zone. So it is why you saw that I'm saying on the other side, our city is expanding or growing with HIV. So it is still a task on us. As we handle the city, we are also handling our communities in the villages. We are spreading that information, and we are really trying our best. But as you have come, let's unite and try to fight this thing.
And probably the wooden message. I mean, we level kilo. I am a message. My copy from HIV/AIDS. One job me culture. Eno take the job. The sad they did it. One in the twero to a message. Good job. The farm moroni kene. Kiriu de kopame udo ikan before the college. Udo do letimo ni jo ni kiabe. Ni are no bedo bala ambassadors. Ambassador ina ngata awudo koperi.
Michael Onyenge, Wan Luo TV, Isoroti City.
Kawandiri ya rua tij megedo kalbati wikulu makiluoni mono river woko mati iyo Akumu ni ochoko kunkubu arua sit kerwa desu dote kutumo dong wakata wegin palija dilil ni yake bot contractor. Ngan mama ko tij me shilling million mia bir no gale wakitia ko tij man dok beno weko dong kar me tiyo tij okar wako dotwaldo nyai luor weko kelo ngwechi. Tij man no kemiyo bodul makiluoni True Stars Investment Uganda Limited guti iwil me shilling million mia birni dok no miodo tumoro nye miono tumoro enino dwe piru bongwen me mia bongwen wa mwaka maukarni onen eni kibot Robert Ariakan. Ilok mamege bot Wan Luo television ni changwen ni wautieno Ronald Desati mati won komil sechel man karan pa won komil okompu wen mon contractor man oweko wako tich ni owatin ni kabere mano tiyo dong nono tich timo ran chalo tonu kocho.
As a community, we are not happy about our bridge, which we started the work since last year. At least the contract is supposed to be for 3 months, but up to there, there's nothing even sign. There's no sign of even a bridge. So we are trying to at least see whether if somebody can connect for us, our leaders to come and even talk to the community, so that we feel happy about whether it's going on or not.
Hilary Asite matila tikiguri o welo telmer good bin ni gunen konket mayop mantika word kwerka kutet penepingo project man ogirata iko yo.
I've been observing as one of the road user is I also use this road as one of the shortcut that people normally use. So why this bridge has come up to this stage is not known.
Asita wa lukin gang peti ngej meke ni kom ngoma we otit mano gale nyoge kwata kun no miero te dwa dere ken wektit mano tumwa kan yo watini peti gin moy ken magitimo.
And everyone is complaining, and who to ask is also the question that people ask amongst themselves. And from last year, we have heard about the bridge being that they wanted to construct this bridge within 3 months, but all of a sudden, you can even see the sign. You ask yourself the type of bridge that they wanted to construct.
Dano makene mekin gang benoka tikitamgi kom ngoma ke biagan motika galo tich meke to wipem iwogo.
Ame yo waro amani sunde yi woko malia doare daraja bano pole petisido efleni yo sas daraja dore eriaya agwezi se mu mandezi beri pipikisi edera ama senzo ipa mandre mule mpe ama voki ibadai sas ba fedi diwala bo ale memo amaza ko denga pudi anti den yeko
Malon avutia meya me ayivu division owani mono tiche ne ogale nyochung wakata karman pien gamente ogale kimiyulim.
Had interaction with the ministry, we argued out that Arua now need to be treated as a local government of its own. Accordingly, there was now a request to have a bill of quantity for that bridge, for the road, and also a community borehole, which were all done. Now, as I speak, the Minister of Energy pledged to give us 980 million for this work. Groundbreaking was done by all stakeholders, all of us attended with the community. Now, of the money I have mentioned, we have only received the first bunch was 99 million shillings.
Gankal no teo yeme miyo chilling million mia bongwen kipiara bor me yopo peman kibene yopo guri ka achil gitu jutangi mo oloto pilwak. Ikom chente menu nuchuli ma achil ma obero chilling million mia bongwen kipiara bongwen. Lachen kimero chilling million mia chel piera bichel wia biro dok bene lachen dok kimero ikom chilling million mia rio piera bichel mano don kimi woko chon bot la mak teach. Project ni kimiyo bodul Metro Stars Investment Uganda Limited imwaka mokat kigeni no butum wako idwemi apa imwaka mokat bene. Project man no mierte dwe adek ne chake dwemi apa ento tiche ni otime oridong pidwe abongwen kolo oweko donjwe mwaka ni enitin dwemi abichel pa ya ticho dire kamoki ken. Pe Wan Luo television yup melorange ma chunki ya Ruo City Robert Ariaka. Hello wangiya mamako biachara yub madit makelo jema pol kidana magitimo jema ken mamako lokom gwako kan gidong inyo maleng man bride and groom export no yape malieti man ichia bit matini uma multipurpose hall matilu gogo Kampala yub man natie dong betian mapaw ya bierne mwakani ndoko chaketi ni ubutumo ichinja bene ndapiro wa bor me jimi abichel man pingat meken romo cherkadoni kundonti wilmechi lingali papa tie kidana mapol mogoro biachara dogola tietulo pedano duju onen kong reporti kong lorangi ya biachara yapo Yup Me Bride and Groom Expo 2026. Yup Me Bride and Groom Expo tinigin mado beru mapira mietelo ayo beru nyom maleng maotime kikony panira muze Nelson Waiswa gen kitagone Subi Justin gutwe lagete nyom maleng. Apat kinyo meje mapol bendeka time kama eni raticho yedano pinongo national ID chaba ticket manuel kejem ken mapitego mano metie chaba ticket ma kibot kamente milo Uganda. Dano magoti arkachato wilti mapol kiniti jomakiti yopo jama adma chama kiniti ye wine kedong yopo jama ken mamete lokom nyom kiniti ye bon pachoke bon pamon bon ma loka polo nyom kijema ken mapola ta ikine bene wiki ka gwako wele chelwe hotel wengite kachel Yup Me Bride and Groom Expo memwagani enim. Yupene tika time I Uma Multipurpose Hall matilu gogo I Kampala donyo chiwil mechi lingali papa ken nino kinino pingare chile dok mini karmene no jima pol winyo bene ponye lokom woko keny lokom yot kom gijimo ken mapigi tego mamako kit medongo pajo kibede kila cho kidago kaichiel kidongo gang. Kono chake tin chia biche ne yop man bobel ni yo weching jabet nindwe apiario wia bor me jumia bichel imwaga alibario piario wia bichel. Iyup me mwaga alibario piario bichel inti mwaga ma pa wia biro madong iyup magoro lokom nyum madong ditalo Uganda man Bride and Groom Expo biro kwire kun lo yopone ayetie New Vision. Luchul pe yop me mwaga manti mapoli kineti ye jomagi. Kit mawari kwere luchul pe yop man ti ye chin Uganda Open Uganda Rock Telecom the looks bespoke man lu yop je medeyo choy karmenyom nira kidong Sheraton Hotel Kampala kachel ki Pepsi Uganda mero ki Bella Wine. Pelo range mo chwiny e Wan Luo television ania Sunday Akumu. Ilokom turu maudilu adaman basketball tika bir mapole chabet mapaw ya deketa chole basketball league ikinturu mawaberuti ayeche ambichel turu taking charging rhinos ke Gulu Hawks BC kadongi ching chabet Gulu Hawks BC gubutoki match in the shooters mani turu mawaberka pongwe wakwe ambaberuti iba kaunda grounds matie iba deke la ibe division man Igulu City David Magere kele lokom turu kawaduguchen watwe wako yupman kore kikore.
Gulu Hawks Basketball Club man team dilu maaki Gulu City konturu IPM turu dilu adoa man basketball irwamelo Uganda. Kitika yupe matek tutwal pituru gi mena papa wia dek imwaka turu man alibarigi Piru Beach alibarigi Piru Beach la wala machel nyo first round. Man kontika bininge chabera rio mano Gulu Hawks ojol team sa rio magu aki Kampala man St. Cyprian Chabakade kachel ki Meta Phenoms. Kama gengulo turumeno duchu mawero kero gitiela mal tutwal metiero turumeno inabachiel ibimecha mamege lokma aki camp megulu Hawks kono moko ni gitika timu fonye ichiangwen lawo chiambitin manikin fonye magiki inyim turugi diri kiching chabet ikin team sario magulu Hawks tika jologi tumchabien man kono kika wunda Liberation Ground inoni charging rhinos bomake Gulu Hawks chawa abongwen diri chiambishel ni de periwa bero kidong turumena bario botime chingchabet kudiku chawa dek nono Gulu Hawks nutika jolo makindie shooters malope ki lokma aki bot to telwi team meno man captain gi assistant mamege dere kuchira fidele kachirki Emmanuel Labon gi moko kakare nigitigi nerno merge lo turumeno duchu pia nerno gi madit lo ipie man menene gi tiyo namba chiel mapia gi chiri playoffs meyanyu ki kobo
watige game ario Saturday ki Saturday wade tuku charging rhinos team abe ki Kampala ki Sunday wade tuku Makindi shooters Saturday uberu cha bungwan motiano then on Sunday uberu cha wadek nikodeko.
As far as team preparation you pay uting menane otu turumeno kineno uting in those two fixtures
nero madire tieni pol to gan lar mi arono wala wen piane no wati gang solo to wen no kitie unless ka kwa no wati chara we no no to mo kana ti ma oge o twaro game wa bad better get training diri be wati our last training then do Saturday do ngo watu bad wati o no be lo to are yo wen ti mario ane wen watu oge first round and do wala ge wen ke Kampala
team selection ni kono to go dano ntie fitness ngo ala moti
dano wen tie fitness be jomago to last week the other weekend no to gulune wengitie apart from I think dara yo can mageti Kampala and I chalo go beru pare ado mo kene wengitie tie mageti Kampala ni moti Angelo genki Deron gen go beru pare but mo kai wan mo ati kanyo watima duong furi pia ke registering dana para boro ko so itu ono kene me dana para yo so dana mageti kanyo go boro amo to ne
what should the fans look to go betigan of
the trap to go betigan or me ni win are yo wen but wala go give bana ni go bien go supporting one can up what well but we again what well
gumoko ni ka gin gi bedo gi kero mala mal mitio ne namba chiel be miyo gi miri ma ditu twal menene oloto bene pege ng'iyo donyo i division 1 keken endo bene melo gi kobo mipiem me season man nge kengi kobo mani mwaka turo ma ukaro e kom kare man kono gulu hawks sika chui namba chiel mecha mene kom team sapawi ario ki points pi ario ituka pawi ario mago tuko koni tuka pawi ario meno duchu gen golo tuka pawi achiel ka gurwenya chiel keken medi kom meno kono gen wachi training ma mege tika waranyim dok lu tuge duchu tia tera pi tuko me tum chabet man dok tigi gen mala mal ni ka ningo Lloyd bu beru yung bodgi lo kange kom tuko i Wan Luo TV David Magere.
Lanenwa ket maware kwero oya giki yup melo range macho in picha bit matin kanki Wan Luo television wepa will romo cheroi uma multipurpose hall matilo go Kampala e will me chilngi papa e chira neno yup me bride and groom expo kele jema pol ke dan makichikin kany matolo kom yupo nyomaleng ni aki rokti ye jema chama ke donka ben mayu wich wen nonga kachele eni yuba chele yup me bride and groom expo ania Sunday Akumu tumchabito bed mabe wamake i multipurpose hall matilu gogo direct ya bichel gidong cheng chabit man chake chawario kadong o wachawario motino no yuptika wot kore pe in me mar lokom nyom kijem ken mapol mamako ket me gwako ken piane bene ponti mapol kono pe in lanen Wan Luo television pe kombeti gikakan yop mokaneti kabino kore.